to check your phone and make sure that it's in the manner mode or off, please. You'll notice around you there are 4 or 5 very high quality cameras recording tonight's event. It will be uploaded on YouTube. It will be edited. So we ask that you, how do I say this? Try to be selective about your need to capture the moment, and I understand that need. But please be selective and be understanding of those folks sitting around you. Let's be courteous to each other and have a great night. Thank you, and we'll start in just a couple of moments.
Welcome to the Spring Middle School Orchestras and Choir Concert. I'm Koyo.
And I'm June.
And we are your hosts this evening. Tonight, we are excited to share with you in our first in-person concert in a long time, the songs and pieces we've been working hard on this semester.
Before we begin, we would like for you to know that this concert is being live streamed on ASIJ TV and it will be on YouTube, so there is no need to record this performance. Right now, please find the nearest exit in case of an emergency. There will be no intermissions, and this concert will last approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes. For now, please turn off your phone and enjoy our concert, the first live middle school concert in over 2 years. I'll hand it over to Koyo for the first group.
First off, we have our 6th grade orchestra. Many of these students just picked up their instruments in August, but have amazingly managed to learn them. I think they've earned the right to call themselves musicians. They'll first be playing Gaelic Castle by Soon He Newbold. This piece sounds like something taken straight out of a Viking movie with its powerful melodies and how exciting it is. Following that will be Dragon Slayer, composed by Rob Grice. Dragon Slayer is also quite similar to Gaelic Castle, but with added suspense. I personally really like this piece, and it is very fun to play. Please enjoy Gaelic Castle and Dragon Slayer.
The lyrics roughly translate to, "How very good and pleasant it is when kindred lives live together in unity." After that, we will be performing Proud Corazon from the Disney Pixar movie Coco. We chose this song because it has an essence of family and friendship and bringing people together. There are three main groups in this piece: the sopranos, who will be singing the melody, the altos, who will be singing the harmony, and the baritones, who will be singing the lower key. Now, please enjoy Hine Matov and Proud Corazon.
One second, please, sorry. All right, so thank you so much for coming to our first musical here. The last time we had a concert was December, I think, 10th, 2019. So it's really great to see all your faces here, to have a live audience. So thank you so much for waiting. Reina Hisada also plays violin, but due to a technical error, she's actually going to sing it with us today instead of play, but we'll probably record it for you guys so you can hear it later on. So thank you so much for your patience. Before we go to our last song for the day, I want to introduce, she needs no introduction. She's been here, and I asked Mrs. Brooks, how long have you played piano for the choirs at ASHAs? And she goes, somewhere from the 90s. So let's give a warm applause for our accompanist, Ms. Brooks.
Our last song deserves some special mention. This semester in 6th grade, we studied musical theater in depth. We learned that musical theater is a distinctly American art form that combines acting, singing, and dancing. We wrote monologues which we recorded and performed for each other, and worked on using our bodies and varying the tones of our voices in order to tell our stories more effectively. We also learned how to sing in different genres of musical theater, using different colors in our voices in order to set the atmosphere and the tone of the music. Lastly, we looked at how music informs dance and movement. The musical Chicago gave us the famous cell block tango, where 6 women in jail tell their stories of how they got there. Well, 6th grade turned it on its head, and with our monologues and our student choreographers, we came up with the Detention tango. We selected 5 monologues of how we, yes, your children, got into trouble at school at some point. Despite a bit of embellishment, each of these stories is true. So for now, sit back, put on your sense of humor, and enjoy Detention tango.
Again and again, so we got sick of it.
And this incident was our last straw. We were riding the bus in 2nd grade.
And at that time, we were allowed to watch our iPads, but we did anyways. We covered the seats with jackets so no one could look inside.
We were watching the movie and enjoying our time, but we didn't know there was a peek where someone behind us could see.
And the boy behind us, the snitch, saw us. He started telling the bus monitor right away, and we got our first warning.
After that, he tattletale on us 2 more times, and one of them, we didn't even do it.
We got so furious that when we got off the bus, we gave him a piece of our mind.
How are we supposed to know we couldn't slap or kick him?
It was my least favorite period. Obviously, my friends and I were bored and irritated at the fact that our teacher was screaming at us. It seemed like the only way to make her stop talking was to do something insane. When my teacher left to go to the bathroom, quickly, my friend grabbed a bucket from the garden next to our classroom, and when he came back, we poured the water from our water bottles into the bucket. Then we placed the bucket on top of the door. As we saw our teacher walking through the windows, adrenaline came rushing through our bodies. Then, boom! The bucket fell, pouring all the water all over her American Eagle t-shirt down to her blue jeans.
They had it coming. They had it coming. They only had themselves to blame. If you'd have heard it, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same. It was a normal day in school when an ex-friend was accusing me of punching his little brother when I didn't. We were arguing, and after a while, he struck the first punch.
Luckily, after the fight, I wasn't suspended, but he was because he started it.
They had it coming. They had it coming. They only had themselves to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same. I bet you would have done the same.
Next up, we have the 7th grade orchestra, which I'm a part of. This year, we've been doing a lot of work on different techniques, especially with our bows. We've reached new levels in our playing and are excited to share some of our work with you. We'll first be playing A Million Dreams from the movie The Greatest Showman by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, arranged by James Kasich. Apologies if I pronounced the names wrong. By the way, if you've never watched The Greatest Showman, I really recommend it. It's a great movie. Anyway, this is a really nice, slow, and expressive piece, which we enjoy playing. Please enjoy. Our next piece is A la Tchaikovsky, arranged by Richard Meyer. This piece is a compilation of 22 of Tchaikovsky's most notable melodies, including ones from the Nutcracker and the 1812 Overture. This is an exciting and fast-paced piece with lots of contrast. You might be able to recognize some of the parts. For the 1812 Overture, which is at the end of the piece, cannons would usually be used. And actually, I did search it up one night because I was curious, and I'm not even kidding here. rentacannon.co.uk does exist. But that's probably sort of illegal, and I don't think the school would appreciate illegal activity, specifically involving gunpowder, going on in the music department. So we went for the closest legal thing to a cannon, balloons from the kiosk. And I was asked to put in jokes, so here's one. What type of music are balloons scared of? Any guesses? The answer is pop music. Ha ha ha. Well, we'll be pop musicking these balloons, so if any of you have sensitive ears, just a warning. Now, without further ado, here is the 7th grade orchestra's final piece, a la Tchaikovsky.
welcome the 7th grade choir, comprised of 15 7th graders who have a passion for music and singing. The first song they will present to you is Homeward Bound, originally a solo song written by Martha Keene. This song tells the story of embarking on a new phase in the journey of one's life, but also keeping in mind that there will always be a longing for home. The second song they will present is Wellerman, a New Zealand song that is over 150 years old. The Weller brothers founded a whaling station in New Zealand, and those who worked for them were known as Wellermen. Now, while the song itself is historical and memorable, the reason why these kids know it is that a cover of Wellerman, sung by Scottish singer Nate Evans, became viral on, yes, TikTok. Please enjoy the first two songs of Choir 7.
In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrow stops their singing, and the sky is clear and red, when the summer ceased its gleaming, when the corn is past its prime, when adventure's lost its meaning, I'll be homeward bound in time. Blind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow. Set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. If you find it's me you're missing, if you're hoping I'll return to your thoughts, I'll soon be listening. In the road I'll stop and turn, then the wind will set me racing as my journey nears its end, and the path I'll be retracing when I'm homeward bound again. Bind me not to the pasture, chain me not to the plow. Set me free to find my calling, and I'll return to you somehow. In the quiet, misty morning, when the moon has gone to bed, when the sparrow stops their singing, I'll be homeward bound again.
Ready for some TikTok? Ms. Brooks, C minor, please. 1 and 2, ah!
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew up her bow, dipped down. Oh, blow, my bully boys, blow.
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our
from Choir 7 is a mashup based on Cups from the movie Pitch Perfect. The percussion of the song, played on a simple stacking cup, was first seen in the movie and was a craze that young people to this day learn how to do. We combined some of our favorite pop songs of the decade and came up with this work. Thank you to Maya for providing the stacking cups for us. Please enjoy Cups Mashup.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow when you say, and I'm gone, and I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I'm gone, and I'm gone, and I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my talk. You're gonna miss me by my talk. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Waka waka This one's for Africa. This one for Africa. When you feel money, look into the eye. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons. When it's nightfall, let me down my way. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. I will try to hide. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
Our next choir is the 8th grade choir, comprised of 13 members with varying experience. For some, they decided to take the class just this year to learn about vocal music. Others have been in Emma's choir program since 6th grade. Today, you will hear 3 songs from this choir. Their first song will be Sim Shalom from Janaea Robinson. This song is reminiscent of songs that you will find during morning services on Shabbat. This song was originally composed for the Luther College Collegiate of Chorale. We're honored to be joined on this song with a string quartet with Meg, Nico, Yuna, and Kayla. Their second song will be Requiem from the musical Dear Evan Hansen. This contemporary song musical centers around a school's tragedy, response to tragedy. In this song, we hear the voices of Zoe and her family as they cope with their feelings of the death of Colton. You will also hear solos from Yuena, Mika, and Christina. Please enjoy Sim Shalom and Requiem.
saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark.
I will sing no requiem.
I will sing no requiem. I will sing no requiem tonight. Oh, 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 oh.
Choir 8's last song will be an almost a cappella arrangement of the hit song Pompeii from the British band Bastille. You will hear solos from Julie, Gavin, Lauren, Scarlett, and Shawan. I apologize if I mispronounced names. Please enjoy Pompeii.
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? Oh, I'm gonna be an optimist about this. Oh, I'm gonna be an optimist about this. We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your pose as the dust settles around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How I'm gonna be an optimist about this. How I'm gonna be an optimist about this. Oh, where do we begin? The rubble of our sins. Oh, where do we begin? The rubble of our sins. Oh, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Oh, clouds rolling
wanted to thank you, Mr. Quinto, for giving us this really good opportunity. You've made us such strong singers, and you work so hard, and it really pays off. And we just really want to thank you, and we're really gonna miss you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Our final orchestra tonight is the 8th grade orchestra. This group is the oldest middle school orchestra and will be going into high school next year. The first piece they'll be playing is Lullaby to the Moon by Brian Balmagers. This lullaby tries to portray the moon as it watches over us on Earth. It sends many different emotions, including being alone up there in the emptiness of space, as well as it proudly watching on Earth as we live our lives. I personally really like this message. Also, speaking of the moon, apparently there's going to be a total lunar eclipse in 10 days, an event which only happens once every 2.5 years, so it might be cool to watch. Anyway, enough about the moon. Here is Lullaby to the Moon by Brian Bomages. Our final piece for tonight is Pirates of the Caribbean by Klaus Badelt, arranged by Ted Ricketts. You'll probably recognize these tunes from the famous movie Pirates of the Caribbean. There is even a Disneyland ride based off of this movie. There is nice contrast, and it captures dramatic moments from the original soundtrack used in the movie. Now, before the 8th graders play Pirates of the Caribbean, we would like to mention the people who made this concert possible. Special thanks to Dr. Hardin, Mrs. Curtis, Mr. Vermeer, Ms. Mizuno, Mr. Gilmartin, Mr. Dirksey, Mr. Jacobson, Mr. Williams, Mr. Keeley, Ms. Clipper, Ms. Schwartz, Vofa, and the families of those who performed today.
These people, as well as Ms. Mall and Mr. Quinto, the orchestra and choir directors, for their hard work in preparing us with our concert and always teaching us well. Let's give a big round of applause for them and for their support. To the audience members, thank you all for coming tonight. We wish you a safe trip back home and a nice weekend.
Now, to end tonight's concert is the 8th grade orchestra's performance of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Thanks again for coming out this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You can meet your students in the lobby. After they finish their cleanups, they'll be meeting you out in the main lobby. Have a great weekend and safe driving home.